afternoon, class. This is Miss Barnes of New Philadelphia about to blow your mind with some science. I'm going to ask you a very important question that we are going to be able to answer by the end of the lesson. Do you think it's possible that you brushed your teeth this morning with the same water that a dinosaur drank? That's a crazy thought, right? Well, to help you answer that question, we are going to learn a few things about how water keeps moving around in an endless cycle called the water cycle. Let me explain further. The water cycle is the journey that water takes to go from land to the sky and then back again. Today we're going to learn some of the important basics of the water cycle to get this unit started. There are four important parts to the water cycle. Before we talk about it, I need everyone to put on their scientist thinking hats. These hats will make us think like scientists and use words like scientists. Now that we are ready, let me introduce you to the first scientific vocabulary word in the water cycle: evaporation. What do you think that word means? I'll give you a moment to think about it. If you notice that the word evaporation has the word vapor in it, that is a good clue. Evaporation happens when water turns from a liquid into a gas, otherwise known as a vapor. Heat from the sun causes the water to evaporate or turn into a gas from bodies of water like oceans and lakes. It turns into a gas and rises into the sky. As the water rises, it collects and forms in a cloud. Clouds are full of water. Did you know that? Okay, so water evaporates from the ocean and it turns into a cloud. So now what? Discuss with your partner while you look at the diagram for clues. Did you say something about clouds making rain? If you did, you would be partly right. The next part of the water cycle has to do with the water cooling down inside the cloud. It turns from vapor back into a liquid. The process is called condensation. That is our second scientific vocabulary word, condensation. Now that the clouds have liquid in them, it's time for our third word in this process. When a cloud gets too heavy and can't hold the water any longer, it comes back to earth as rain, snow, sleet, or hail. This is called precipitation. When the water hits the earth, it might fall back into the ocean, or maybe it is the snow on the top of a mountain, or maybe it even feeds some of the flowers. Wherever this particular cloud is when it's ready to burst, one thing is for sure: a storm is coming. Eventually, that water will soak into the ground or run down the mountain. It will collect in rivers, lakes, and oceans, like it began. This is called collection, and it is our fourth and final vocabulary word for this lesson. Once the water is collected, it starts the process all over again with evaporation. Water does this process over and over and over again. Now, knowing the process of the water cycle, do you think it is possible that you could have brushed your teeth this morning with the same water a dinosaur drank? Whether your answer is yes or no, I want you to explain why you think that. After all, scientists are always asking questions and searching for answers. Go ahead and turn to your partner and share your thoughts. Well, what did you come up with? If you said yes, it is possible that a dinosaur drank the same water you brushed your teeth with this morning, you are right. This is because the earth only has a certain amount of water and it's been around as long as the earth. We never get new water. The water that is on earth is always there. That's all there is. It is just in different stages of the water cycle. It evaporates, condensates, precipitates, and collects to start the process over again. It never ends. So the same water that is on earth today is the same water that was around when dinosaurs walked on earth. It is the same water pirates traveled the seas on. It's the same water that George Washington drank when he was president. Did I just blow your mind? I hope so. Good job today, scientists. Tune in tomorrow to become cloud classifiers. See you then. I would like to thank Ben Sound for the royalty-free music heard in this podcast, as well as Creative Commons Search for providing me with free resources of the diagrams and videos used in this lesson.